Well, all right. We're back for another wild, wacky episode of the Retro Handhelds Podcast, your place for the latest in weekly handheld news coverage, emulation coverage, and all sorts of shenanigans. So before we get into it today, I just wanted to say we are here again with Rob, the Retro Tech Dad, Ban Unboxed, and hanging out with us today is our good friend Kim from RetroFunTech. Kim, welcome back to the show.
Yay.
What do you got going on back there? Is that a freaking Galaga machine?
All sorts of things.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a Galaga machine.
Where's Steve at?
He's right there.
Okay.
That's his Galaga machine. He likes to play it.
Does he ever come to life when you're least expecting it? And like, Steve, stop that. Okay.
Oh, Steve.
Let's just say this. Sometimes my high scores are beaten in the middle of the night on things and handhelds, and I don't know. So, yeah.
That's fair. As long as Steve is kind, then you're good.
I let him play things so that he won't, plot my death in the middle of the night.
A little sacrifice. Yes. Right. Compromises. We need more compromise.
Basically.
That's right. All right. Well, we have a fun show today. We're doing what is this live show today? That's right, we're doing a live show. I don't know.
Yeah, don't look at chat. It's not there.
You actually had me going just now. I'm like, wait, is it? We've been doing so many episodes lately that I'm getting a little bit turned around. So we're actually going to slow down a little bit on the dedicated offline episodes as we kind of tool that experience a little bit. We want to do a little more interview style, so we're going to be slowing down a little bit on that to prep for those. But the live, we're still doing every Monday. And we also have a bunch of changes in our Discord, too. So go over to our announcement channel and look at those. We have fun new channels. We actually have a pro wrestling channel now to talk about some. I loved wrestling growing up. I think I didn't realize it was still so big.
I mean, I had a phase where all I did was play wrestling video games. Like, that was it.
Yeah, SmackDown? Are you kidding me?
SmackDown, WrestleMania, Revenge, like all those games were so good.
Yeah. And they're still going. There's WWE 2K24, 2K25 coming out, and they have all these legacy wrestlers like Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker and my favorite Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
That's right, snap into a Slim Jim. And he has this dragon mod in Skyrim, which I absolutely adore, where the dragon is just Macho Man Randy Savage with the hat as he flies around. Mr. Claus says WWE is the biggest thing it's ever been right now. I gotta get back into this thing. I gotta learn this stuff. I'm so behind. We're also talking about AYANEO Classic today, the Helegaly, I think I pronounced that right, Helegaly Pi. Rocknix team has a big breakthrough by bringing their software to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 platform, which is awesome. We're going to reveal the giveaway winners for the MSI and iVoler giveaways. We're going to be unboxing the new RX6H by our beloved Game Console. You know the one. The ones who made the R36S. That's right. They have a new one. It has handles on it. It's called the RX6H. This actually did show up from China through USPS. I'm sorry. It showed up through Uni, which I believe wraps through USPS. So this did show up okay and on time. So far, no problems there. My little mail experiment. And also talking e-ink handheld. This thing's crazy. Tetris handheld.
So interesting.
Yeah, right? I'm interested.
Dedicated.
Tetris handheld, not as much.
Not as much.
I know.
We already had the McNuggie is the thing. We already had the McNuggie. Why?
4,000 ways to play Tetris on the go.
You had the perfect
one more.
Tetris, and they thought they could raise the bar.
Just for you.
I don't know. Just for you, Ben. That's right.
Yeah,
and Anbernic is turning heads in some cases. Not because people don't want us to talk about this, but they made an app that lets you download games and ROMs directly onto the devices. So we're not allowed to mention the name or give it any attention, but we might talk about it. Sudachi dev makes RPCS3 droid. So basically RPCS 3 on Android, and restart Strato. That's huge. There's a lot of news today. Oh my goodness. And Zoo is going to be back with us today for a Game of the Month update. And that's not all. We're also on son of a.
Oh, he's going.
All right, man. We're good. We're good. We also have
He's pulling out
Keychron.
all the goodies.
Those
That's
Keychron
fun.
keyboards showed up. So we have this. Just Rob said that he'd make fun of me and everyone would make fun of me if I got the Alice
Well,
layout.
that
for the
one at
keyboard.
least is one solid piece.
Yeah,
So-
but this is the one you were saying. You were like, "Don't get that."
No, that
You're-
reminds me of the old. You know those old Microsoft.
Oh, now it
The
all.
Surface,
No,
like,
no, no. The
wave.
one I was talking about was the one that's actually like broken in
Like
half.
two
and-
specific parts.
So it's like you can have like your hand like over
I
all the way
was-
over here. And
I think we're
I was-
talking. He thought he. Hey, all right, Stubbs. Let me know when you're done with that so I can buy it.
I thought that I got the one that Rob really was upset about, and I really wasn't going to enjoy that.
you
But
had one job.
great. I'm going to have just a keyboard that I think looks cool and that I'm going to enjoy. Thanks a lot, Rob. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll have to see. But Keychron sent over, the K7 Max and the K15 Max mechanical keyboards. So I've never actually used a Keychron besides at CES. So I'm excited to check those out. All right, everybody. Well, what else we got going on? Well, that's about it. Rob, what have you been up to? We haven't been on this podcast since we recorded Clef last week. What have you been? You've been playing? What have you been doing? Making a video? What's happening?
Playing a lot of Peglin at night. I got recently hooked again on that game.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Why is it awesome?
This just pulls you in. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's like Balatro, and that same type of hook that gets you with a roguelike. So
yeah.
good.
Like you get
Also-
in your flow state and then it's all over.
Ben also recommended Ballionaire.
Ballionaire.
Ballionaire. Yeah, there you
So
go.
think
Oh,
of the
yeah,
word like
Ballionaire.
millionaire.
Yeah.
Ballionaire.
Ballionaire is also another one of those very addictive and dangerous games. So I've been playing
It's-
that a lot. I've been playing a lot of games lately, actually, and just kind of working on some content in between. Gonna get ready to do some things to my office. So look for some changes in the future. It's gonna
What
be
do you-
exciting.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna finally have a proper office. No, most people don't know, but it's like you see one
It's your
side.
bedroom?
It's the garage right now.
It's the garage. Okay. You keep moving in the house, but we can never tell.
No,
You got the
you
lighting,
can't tell.
you got everything. Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be a proper setup. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, Michael Benny, we are still counting the minutes before Stubbs gets up from the desk to get something from outside the room. It could be at any time during this show. You never really know. But I put a belt on, so my pants are fitting a little bit loose these days, and you never can be too sure.
Well, as
It's
long
a
as
U-
you're not
USB
like
cable,
ripped.
right? You're using
That's
the
right.
USB cable.
Actually, it's my Temu belt, and it's one of my absolute favorites. Here, let me pull this out.
Oh,
So, okay, listen, this thing's super easy to pull on and off. Okay, it has a nice clasp. Look at this. It was $3 on Temu, and it's my favorite belt of all time, actually. And look at that. It just puts up, and then you flip up on the latch. Where's the latch? Well, it was easier when it's on you. Don't laugh, Rob.
And now it's going to get stuck, and you're never going to be able to.
There you go.
put it on
And
again.
there's a little tab right here, and you push it, and then boop, no problem. And it's green, and it matches.
Well, you still ban. He certainly likes green.
So I don't know if you
I
can
don't know
buy
what you're
Temu
talking
anymore these days, but if you come across this green belt in the wild, do not sleep on it. It's made by
well, I mean,
Helegaly? No.
I wouldn't sleep on it. It would be a bit uncomfortable to sleep on.
Problem is,
Is there a
the belt-
3326 in that?
Well, there could be. Okay. I'm going to have to remember to put that back on. Okay. We're also now, calm down, chat. It'll be fine. We'll all get through this together. I'm very sorry about everything that's happened. Kim, what have you been up to this week? What's in your world? You and I did a YouTube collaboration together last week. That was fun.
Yes. I have to finish that up, and that's going to be soon. That is going to be a lot of fun. So, I've been doing a video, working on a couple things, the secret mashup, and I've been playing a couple games. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Yes.
That's fun.
The Yakuza, the latest in the Yakuza series.
Yes.
Nice.
I was
Okay.
just testing it out because there was a demo and I went, oh, I really kind of like this. So yeah. I was playing a few shmups on my Cube XX, just like all of the shmups.
Nice.
I just wanted to see how many shmups there were. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a good amount, especially if you're looking in arcade shmups. There's, I mean,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
just
Mhm.
unlimited. You can play hundreds of shmups to your heart's content.
Yep, and they're all pretty much the same.
Yeah,
It's the
they're
perfect screen
vertical.
for
You're
it, too.
flying.
I'm like, what? Okay,
Move left to right.
Donpachi, Dragon Spirit, Thunder Dragon, Thunder Horse, Thunder, like it's just lots of thunders and
Yeah,
dragons.
those are great games.
But there's lots of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite ones that you can beat pretty quick. You can
Mhm.
get really good at them if you spend the time, but you can also just breeze through them if you just want to
Mhm.
say you beat
And they
a
just
game.
look so good too.
Yeah, and
They really do.
Visually pleasing.
Visual.
You know?
just going
Yes.
left to right,
Yeah.
you're shooting stuff, you're dropping bombs.
I mean, how can you not love them? They're just
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Producer Sony loves shmups. Just wanted to say
Does.
that. I think producer Sony wrote that.
Wait,
Um,
you're saying you didn't? You don't just know that off the top of your head?
I knew that.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
an
Stubbs.
inkling. Well, I had an inkling. I could assume, but I cannot judge. So I'll keep digging myself into this hole. Moving on. TW Dennison, 4-month streak for being a member. Thank you, members, for joining. Thank you, TW Dennison. That is amazing. You are what helps make us what we do here possible. Channel memberships. Yes, we gotta talk about those more. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for your channel memberships to fuel this RH machine that we have going here of handhelds. Okay. Very good, Kim. Thank you. Ban, what are you doing? What did you do this last week?
Well, I mean, I'll keep it short, but there's the G350 video that went up last week. This week
That was a fun one. I
that
enjoyed
was a fun one, yeah.
Yeah.
This week I'm working on a little comparison between that and the R36S on why I think it's finally time to put it away.
But I'm about to release a modding video on the R36S.
Yeah, like mod it and then put it on your shelf to stare at it for the rest of the time
And never-
because you shouldn't play it.
Dust it occasionally. That's it.
Dust it, store it in a nice like container because you want to keep the dust off.
I'm looking forward to this. All right. Maybe we'll have to have like a video
So
or
much better
review
stuff.
battle.
This is so much better.
Yeah, dude.
This is so much better.
I know.
It's so much better.
Listen, guys.
So
listen,
much better.
Kim, have you bought one of these yet? Have they convinced you?
Honestly blown away by how decent it is.
No, I haven't, but I want
You
to.
guys? Oh no.
No,
No.
I don't want to.
No, you want to like.
Well, I
I've bought 4 of them.
oh
What?
Four. Yeah, I did buy 4 G350s. That's true. But I only bought 2 off Amazon and 2 off AliExpress. So I saved $10 on those other 2. It's because, okay, you're right. Okay, it's awesome. It does replace the R36S. I can tell that the back buttons are awesome. The face buttons are awesome. The D-pad feels great. It's a 3326, but they're going to make great gifts this year. And so I just bought some in advance of every color to both show in my review video, which I'm going to make a video about this one. Because, yeah, I think maybe one for a giveaway and then maybe some gifts for the kids. I don't know. But I'm like, oh, this is a good complete package. Like, it has the games. You just boot them up, you play, and all the buttons work, and everything seems to work and function well. And there's no like caveats to it so far.
Yeah.
So out of 4 units, the QA process has been consistent too.
And I mean, like when you turn it on, like it gets you in with the silly like boot logo, but then the actual like front end is super clean.
Yes, it kind of pulls you in. And I actually ended up playing on a shmup, believe it or not, Kim.
I love diving into shmups.
I think just like 1942 or something. But yeah, I ended up playing it for probably like 20 or 30 minutes just because the buttons were satisfying just to enjoy and relax on the couch and play. So there you go.
Okay.
Oh, so you're gonna
It's my arm.
give some to your kids?
Well, they're pink. I mean, my daughters love pink, and they fight over who gets to have the pink, the pink object, and then runner up gets the purple. This just has pink, so I got 2 pinks. I got a DMG, and I got the transparent black.
I'm just imagining the reaction to like Christmas Day. They open this up, and it's like, wow, G350, Dad, thanks.
Finally, what I've been waiting for my entire life.
I didn't even know I wanted it.
I probably won't make it till Christmas. Or this is probably a birthday thing, or even like a family road trip thing. Like, hey, let's all play the same game. Like, let's and it does have. Actually, I didn't even ask you, Ban. I think it does have Wi-Fi, doesn't it? That actually, I need to.
I didn't even
make
think
a video.
about Wi-Fi. I'm so used to these.
I just
like,
turn it on and play it, but
yeah, that's the thing. I'm so
up?
used to them being just data. It's like standard. If you want Wi-Fi, you need a dongle. That I didn't even try setting up Wi-Fi.
Battle XP, I haven't even thought about it too much either. I just started playing.
I was like,
no Wi-Fi. Okay, there's no Wi-Fi for that price. For what is it? $35.
$40.
No Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth. It's an offline device, much like the RG35XX, which is one of my absolute favorites that's ever been released. Because again, you're not worrying about scraping or achievements. You're just like, all right, you got to turn it on. You're going to play it camping, on road trips, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's going to do pretty well for any of that stuff.
Let me pull up this thing real quick. Oh, producer Sony's got us. He's got us covered here.
Yeah.
So there you go. And we do have some coupon codes available. The pink is what drew us into. It's like something different.
Fun color combo. I like it.
I mean, how many pink handhelds can you think of off the top of your head?
A1 Unicorn.
Well, yes, but only because I mentioned it.
Well,
yeah.
Zeus, stop bragging. Zeus says he's been a member for 14 months. Thank you, Zoo. We appreciate your patronage to your own YouTube channel.
Michael Benny, I don't know if I'd count that as pink. That they called it radiant purple.
Also, that radiant purple loses some of its radiance because the paint scrapes off. It's not good. Not good. No.
I don't like that.
No good. So this is the Battle XP. It's very much just a no frills. They just happen to kind of get all of the right points right for the price point, and that's why a lot of us are starting to take notice of it. It was one I was pretty resistant to at first. I'm like, really, another 3326 in 2025? But I mean, like, when it all comes together, sometimes you get it right. And the R36S did need an improvement because those shoulder buttons, I'm sorry, are pretty bad and loud.
They're really bad.
I mean, you'd think this thing was double the price compared to the R36S. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, here's the thing. I should have known it was going to be a good one, considering Rob was the first one out of us to buy it, out of 3 of us.
No, I just happened to be the first one that got it.
No, I think you bought it right before I did.
No.
Okay.
I need timestamps.
This is Rob's e-waste pick.
So it's about $40 with our coupons. You can get it for, I think, 35, 36 on AliExpress, or you can just get it straight up from Amazon. We have a link for it as well for $49.99. So $10 more or so.
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of crazy how many RK 3326 devices we have.
So I think the important thing to remember, though, is that if we were looking, like 3 years ago, if you're in this like sub $50 range, it would be like all winner F1C, like those cheap chips.
Like
it would be
basically. I mean,
Famiclones, NES on a chip. Like, it would have been garbage. Like, at least the 3326 is something that's good. Kind of like what Retrospect said.
I hear those links I did pretty badly. Sorry, producer Sony.
How dare you?
Here, a little split, and then here's the coupon code. There's the AliExpress and Amazon. I forgot to put it in. I didn't know we'd be talking about it, guys.
How much is it right now on AliExpress? Like 35?
If you use the coupon code, it should get you down to about $35 to $38.
It's kind of remarkable. Yeah, what we're getting at $35. It's crazy.
And
That's
if
not
you're
bad.
wondering, people outside the US have been asking, why aren't you guys including coupon codes for us? We actually just started doing that. So if you go to our Dills link, whatever that link is, rh-go.link/Dills, that's going to have coupon codes for the US regions and other regions now as well. Andrew wrote a nice little table to accommodate everybody, just so you can get the best deal in your country. We're going to continue working on that. We really like having the Dills go out weekly, and everyone likes pickles. So,
Does
does Steve like pickles?
He does.
Oh,
He's a big fan of spears.
Yeah, me too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
I
are
think it's
so
just
good.
because they look like a weapon. He's really mean sometimes. I'm scared.
Well, he's loyal to the Empire, being a stormtrooper and all. So,
Mhm.
it kind of I'm not surprised, although Finn got away from it. But
yeah.
all right.
He didn't like when I said that to him one time. When I get really mad at him, I yell at him. I say, "Why can't you be more like Finn?" And then he does not like that.
I always appreciate your Steve intros and outros, and also just like your very cinematic intros lately. You're going outside more. You're in the snow in Canada, right? You're in up in Canada.
I'm practically in Canada.
You're almost to Canada. Why
I'm
do I
almost in Canada.
Because you're in
I live yes,
Michigan?
yes.
Okay. I hear the accent, and then I see. Here I am making assumptions.
I'm an honorary Canadian, pretty much. It feels like sometimes, but yes.
Like Robin Sparkles.
Yes.
Let's go to the mall.
Let's go to the mall. I love that show. So much.
Same.
It was a good show.
We've been
I'm
talking
actually starting to rewatch it just because it's so.
I actually fully rewatched it, so that's why we had a little bit of that drop in the Clef episode.
Oh, that's incredible. Everyone is from Canada, Stubbs, says GoTanks. I know. I'm sorry. I'm learning. I'm doing the best I can here. Right. I didn't even share what I've been up to this week for me. What I've been doing. I've been playing a lot of Avowed. I've been trying this game out. I don't like it as much as other games in the genre, such as Kingdom Come Deliverance, Skyrim even, or Baldur's Gate 3. I think they're all a little bit more in depth. This is definitely like Skyrim light, and the hitboxes are kind of funky. I hit a goblin and it goes flying 30 feet. It's like, what? So it's entertaining. It's like RPG meets Goat Simulator to me, is my opinion of it. But it's colorful and it's lots of dialogue choices. It's not quite as violent, which is fine. It's a little more family friendly. But is it worth $70? I say pick it up for free on Game Pass. That's where I'm playing it, and for that, it's a lot of fun. On the same token, Flight Simulator 2024 came out on Game Pass. My wife and I have been taking turns flying a Cessna and trying to see who can land it better. She's much better than me.
I have to see footage of this. I have to see footage.
I cannot land a plane to save my life or anyone else's life on the plane.
So
it lands
were you
upside
behind
down in the house.
behind the wheel of the Delta plane there?
Oh,
Well, I don't know. I tried a Cessna. I tried a Max, a Boeing 737 Max, and I cannot. I use the autopilot. I use my co-pilot, and the plane it goes down and then it turns over on its top. Why? Why?
Stubbs.
I'm learning.
Stubbs,
My wife,
you
she's
got to
great.
stop remotely controlling planes.
No. She is really into planes and always checking their flight path because one goes right over our house every day. So it's interesting to her, and she's landing them, and she's like, she's getting all the achievements for, our shared profile on Xbox, which is great. But I'm getting all the bad achievements, which is cool. So we're kind of together. It's a nice yin yang. It's a yin yang.
Somebody's got to get those.
Yeah.
I love when games have the bad achievements. That's always kind of a funny thing to include.
Right.
That's
you
right.
died 18 times. Yay! Good job.
Yeah, Peglin had one where it was like you do 1 XP damage, and no, now everyone knows.
I know. And
you had
yeah, I know. It's it's funky, but that's not all. I've been playing retro games too. I'm actually pivoted from what is it? Threads of Fate on PS1. I got stuck in that game, and so I pivoted hard into Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, which is an awesome Castlevania for the DS. So much fun. That one I think I'm going to be able to complete by the end of the month. It's part of our game of the month, everybody. So we do have a game of the month. And we want to know what you're playing. What games are you all playing? We have something called What We're Playing, and this is something that we'd like to highlight today. We'll pull it up real quick. I'll give producer Sony a second. But we have an article we put out every week called What We're Playing, and it's showing, what on staff, what games we're up to, what devices we're playing them on. And we always ask you, what are you playing? And we want to get a little more exposure on this and really get some more submissions from you all, because we love to see. And so we publish this on our YouTube and our socials about every Sunday or so. And here we go. Yep, what we're playing. And Michaela from Team Retro actually puts this together for us these days. And just kind of goes through and shows, there's Threads of Fate. And of course, my beloved Star Trek Elite Force.
Such a good drop. That one caught me off guard.
Right? Yeah, I hope you're playing it again. A few people messaged me since last week and said, hey, I'm playing Elite Force thanks to you. I'm like, well, don't play the GOG version on a handheld. You can't get the controls to map, but as long as you're playing the PS2 version, you're going to be doing well. We got Dan W, Lorelei, and Laser Eyes on his Steam Deck. We got the Bat Boy. Let's feature the Bat Boy. Look at this on topic. Look at WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2007 on his Retroid Pocket 4. That is awesome, Bat Boy. After you're done playing that, you'll be a Batman.
Wow. I knew it was coming, but that was bad.
I have a Batman toy somewhere I could highlight that moment with, but it's moments past. Okay. Anyways, what are you playing? Let us know. I'm going to add it to the description. There's Batman. Hey, Kim's got Batman.
Batman toy.
We got the Caped Crusader version.
Yep.
And where's something else I was supposed to talk about? Oh. While you're wondering what games do I play, join our Discord, discord.gg/retro handhelds, because guess what? We not only have games of the month to enjoy, but we also have a new recommendations thread inside of our general gaming forum. So we have a brand new general gaming forum with all sorts of topics like wrestling, and also like recommend me a game. And now we've added a co-op channel, so you can do your net play, multiplayer, connect up with others to have a little more community and get together on the server. But the game recommendations, sometimes it's hard to find a person awake at 2 a.m. to give you a recommendation. So why not try our randomizer? Have you ever seen this? So on our website, and it's randomizer.retrohandhelds.gg, the randomizer will let you choose from a whole bunch of community recommended games from the past. So these are all of the nominations for every game of the month we've ever hosted over the last 5 years since the start of RH. And you can just randomize. You can check the filter and go through and say, hey, I just want games that are about this, or I just want, RPGs, or I just want runner-ups or retro bits, which are like our weekly game of the month games that are very short games. And you can tailor it to your needs and then randomize it, and it'll give you a game recommendation. It'll tell you how long it takes to beat it. So it lets you know, are you wasting your time? How much time sink is this going to be for you? And just a brief synopsis when it came out and all that below. And also who nominated it and if it won or not. So this is really cool. Our beloved developers, Liquid Divide and also RPG Bill, worked hard on this. So as well as a number of our staff have all contributed. And Game of the Monthers out there, you know who you are. Thank you for all your valuable input as we built this over the last few years. We also have a database too. If you go on the right side of the top right, it's under statistics, games, and users. So you can actually look deeper into statistics of our Game of the Month program. If you wanted or cared to know, you can look at nominations. You can look at bar graphs. If you like bar graphs, look at these graphs. Get them on your Win 600. Enjoy them.
Yeah.
How many bar graphs can you view on Win 600?
That's right. That's what I want to know. Also, time to beat statistics, completions by which games have completed the most on the server. Metal Slug 2 is the overwhelming winner, as well as There's one other one I was going to look at there, as well as Golden Axe, actually, for the retro bits. So that's not surprising. Time to beat, you can look at statistics there. Just a really cool tool. And yep, that's at randomizer.retrohandhelds.gg to learn more. RH shill over. Let's play some Tecmo Super Bowl, everybody. Okay. In the news today, we're talking about AYANEO's new classic. So this is what we believe, and this is a render by our own team member here, Andrew, I believe. But what we're looking at here is they're announcing a version of their Pocket Micro without the sticks. So imagine square handheld or a little rectangle handheld, just the D-pad and the face buttons and the top buttons. All they're saying is an outline here on their website saying the classic and purity you wanted coming soon. And they scratch out Pocket Micro. It's just classic.
So do you guys think this is going to be the cheapest AYANEO device ever?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Am I going to think it's
Maybe
going to... Do you think it's going to be cheaper by much?
$5.
The micro goes for what, 200 now, 199?
Is it the
It's
same
like
chip?
it's like 220 for the current micro.
Yeah.
We don't know. They haven't said anything
haven't
about
said
the chip
anything.
on the classic. My guess is that it's probably just going to be a G99 again.
I think it looks cool. I mean, I thought that the sticks on the Pocket Micro were just a little much because it's a pocket. You can't
Right.
put it in your
And
pocket with the sticks.
And it sticks out a little bit. So
Right.
now
Right.
it's a stickless situation, and I'm here for it. However,
Why not?
what's the price point? And what is it? The same chip? Is it an Android handheld? Is it a touchscreen Android handheld? Like what all do we know? We don't know anything else really yet, but we can speculate a bit. And if we can assume maybe it's the same handheld minus the sticks, and they're going to sell it for $10 to $20 less. That's the simple guess.
Yeah. I think it's going to be, unless they like really just drop the price.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be one of those situations of you could spend this much and get the classic, or you could spend, $20 more and buy the one with sticks.
The only problem is it doesn't look like it's available.
Not yet.
No, the one with the sticks.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
the regular micro.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, not. Oh, there you go. There's
It
one. There's
depends,
one
yeah.
SKU that's available.
It depends on the configuration, right?
Yeah, it usually does depend on the configuration.
It looks like they
Well-
have one in stock to the 259.
All right. All right. You know what we have in stock all the time, though? Our
Oh, no.
merch. rh-go.link/spreadshop today. You can cover up with, you can also go to rh-buy.link/merch. If you don't have a belt, we can't help you. We don't sell belts, but Temu does. So there you go. Pick up a shirt. We really need some more merch designs. Look at Ban. See, we need some clothes like Ban wears.
But we get
Look at this.
the necklace too.
We should, yeah. Honestly,
I love
we
that.
should.
Man, what is that? Like a half hoodie? What is that? That's amazing.
Dude, that's not clothes. That's fashion.
I wish I could tell you what that was.
The band necklace.
well,
the
you're
stuffed
wearing
belt.
it, so
I don't have a necklace.
he's lying.
Rob's the one.
It's under his shirt.
All right. That's good. Also coming out is Helegaly.
They're back. They're back, even though they've never released a handheld yet.
They're back again with their first handheld, the Helegaly pi symbol. I don't know how to. Do you pronounce it just pi? It's just the symbol of a pie.
I mean,
That's
personally,
what it means.
I think I will just be calling it the pie.
The pie.
The pi. It's the Helegaly 3.14159 handheld. And this is not the one. So what we are looking at here is their K560.
That's K560, yeah.
So we'll have to swap this out on the site because let me make sure.
Wasn't sure. Did we actually have an image of the pie yet?
I was sent it by the dev.
Okay.
We're actually this one's happening because they're sending some review units out now very shortly here. So let me show you what I have.
They skipped the two that they've been teasing for months and announced a new one that is coming before the two that they've been teasing? What?
And they sent me a video of it in operation, but they said not to share that one yet, so I can't share that one, but I'll share the pictures. Let me share my screen.
Give him a second. He's working on it, guys.
Second. Got my second.
It really just looks like it's a smaller version of what they've been working on.
Okay, there it is.
It has an A527 chipset in it. It has a D-pad up top. Thank God. Their original design had the joystick up top, which
I see some Kinhank writing on that screen over there.
Wait,
there is some
Kinhank
writing. Yeah, it says Kinhank on the screen. That's an interesting clue. And I think it's going to be lower. If it's lower powered, I do want that D-pad up top. That's just my preference, though. I'm not saying it's the end-all be-all. But here's the different colorways they're going to have. Okay. They have a indigo, a white, and a black.
Do you know what it does kind of look like?
You know this? Yeah, go ahead, man. I think I know what you're going to say.
It kind of looks like the X35H that Powkitty released last month.
Yes.
With a 3566, but this one is just a little bit more powerful.
I like that two-tone. I like that color.
I actually
the kind of Wii color by.
I like it when the buttons are not white because we don't have to worry about them yellowing.
Right. Yeah. Well, I always prefer that. So it looks like we have a 4x3 screen, 2 USB-C ports, micro SD. Looks like a fairly decent pivot on that D-pad. We'll have to see if that's mushy rubber membrane or a little bit clicky. We got some face buttons going on there, which look very much like the XU Mini M's face buttons, if I had to guess, and then 2 potential Hall joysticks.
Did you say the D-pad or the face buttons?
Of what?
You were saying
like the XU Mini M. The face buttons look about the same exact everything of an XU Mini M in my to my eyes. I have one right here.
Yeah, I have mine right here.
It just looks like that sort of flat squared off.
Oh, the Mini M.
Yeah, Mini M, not the 28, but the Mini M. I don't know, Kim. What do you think on this one?
I don't know. Are they ever going to release it?
Right.
I want.
Like I said.
It looks potentially cool, but yeah. I got excited about the last one, sort of, but
I know
they never.
It was interesting, like a few months ago, because I think it was a G99 in there, and it was like $100 price point or something like that, and that was kind of interesting to shake up the budget side a little bit, but it's been so many months and nothing's happened, and now they have this one, so they're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it's like, what is going to come out first?
Right, that's what I mean. I'm like, they actually haven't released the product yet, so we don't even know what to expect in terms of just build quality and software and all that kind of stuff.
And they're missing the boat here because Pi 314 is right around the corner.
It's like
they could totally just release it right then.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe
they will.
Maybe
they will. Maybe it will be March 14th. But like I said, they're gearing up to ship out their review units. So it is happening as far as I know, but we can't say for sure until we have it in hands. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I want to be excited. That's about all I can say.
It's a new chip, right? I mean, it's something we haven't tested yet. And I always appreciate that. It's a brand new territory, new performance benchmarks. I have no idea what else this could be. We've seen, I think Zoo actually looked up the metrics on this chipset, and it came in above a 3326, but below a 3566. Is that right?
I think it's above a 3566,
but below a T610, something like that.
T310.
T310. Oh, okay.
So I mean, you guys remember the RP2 Plus,
right?
Yep, RP3. Yep.
Yep. Oh yeah, RP3. Sorry, I forgot about that one. But it's somewhere in between, like those two.
If it's priced right, I mean, that's always what we want to see, is that we keep kind of pushing those performance benchmarks a little bit further, at that price.
Yeah.
But, do we know what this thing's going to cost, or?
So if we're talking a little bit of GameCube on this, I mean, I could see $70, $80 potentially, just to be safe. But I'm hoping they come in much more aggressive at like 65.
Yeah,
There
that
you
would
go.
that would
There are
be
the numbers.
nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually closer to the T618. That's interesting.
Really?
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
That's,
That's see now it's interesting. I'm
Okay.
if
try
we're
to look at
looking
the.
around there, I'm saying 70, maybe 80 still though.
It's an
And I mean-
8-core processor like the T618. 2 gigahertz. Yeah, it's interesting.
So I wonder how it compares to like the T610 that was in like the RP2S. Because if
Yes.
that's what everyone had been like cheering for when that came out
Yeah.
for the performance.
To me, that 2S at that $99 price point is hard to top in terms of just performance. It's just still one of the best ones.
And then like right before they discontinued it, it like dropped to like, what was it, like $80, $90 in the end?
Yeah. I'm kind of bummed they sort of. I guess they did. Did they officially discontinue it?
Yeah, it's no longer on
Okay.
their website.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed because that for the $89 to $99 price point, it was hard to top that.
I kind of
Oh,
want an RP2S again, but I also just like the sickness. The sickness comes and goes, and it's the sickness is coming currently. So I'm working. I'm resisting.
I don't think I'll really ever want to get rid of my RP2S just because it was
I won't
such
get
a
rid of it
good
either, yeah.
handheld for that time.
It
Yeah.
really was, and it sucks because I didn't use it as much as I wanted to because it came at a funny time where I was moved on to these other things. But man, if it would have come out during the RP2 Plus era, it's just game over.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
the
for
only
sure.
reason the only reason I'd get rid of my RP2S is if I could find one of the metal ones.
You
Just
missed
'cause-
out, Ben. They were clearing them out for pretty cheap.
I know, and that's why I'm upset.
Yeah.
Just put up a want to buy post across RH. Right
All
now.
right,
Everyone
go.
charge him $200.
Okay, not that.
all right.
much.
Listen. The call is out. Want to buy RP2S green? Come on, let's not mess around.
I
here.
got the transparent
Metal.
one.
I have the
metal.
trans.
He wants the metal one though. Yeah.
Uh,
I
It's metal
have
one.
I have
Metal
a
green.
transparent green.
Oh, you want a metal? So I'll track down a metal. We'll swap.
There you go.
We're good. Okay.
That
Dan and I.
might be the move.
That might be the move. I don't need it, and neither do you. Here's the thing.
Because
You
I already
don't
have
need
one.
these. See, you already have one. You don't need another one. You were trying to talk me into buying your play date the other day too. You're like, I want a new play date. Actually, I was like, hey, does anyone have a play date for sale?
Yeah,
But
you were
you
trying
gotta
to give me
tell
enough
me
money
no.
to
Just tell me no. Tell me you are talk me out of these things.
want to buy a Lynx Vision 8.
How much? No, I don't need it. No.
I like how I'm trying to sell Band's Lynx Vision 8 for him.
No.
Anyone you want to buy a Lynx
No.
And
Vision
the only
8?
other person that would
Enjoy-
actually consider buying one would be me, and I have one.
You guys need to watch. You guys need to watch Zoo from Zoo Reviews. He has a great video out on our channel right now that's all about like, do you want to just play? Do you want to actually play games in your handhelds, or do you want to just
Yeah,
play the game of buying handhelds? You know,
it's true though. It's true.
and it got me
Or
thinking.
the game of setting up the handhelds.
The
Because
game
that's a fun game.
That's a
that's-
great game.
That's a
Especially
great
the
game.
Windows ones.
Ugh.
Good 2 hours before
See,
you get in.
I got myself out of that routine because I just put Bazzlight on everything. No setup,
fair.
just download my
That's
games
fair.
and go.
Bazzlight is pretty awesome.
That's honestly probably why I've been playing my x86 handhelds more than my other ones because I'm not setting them up.
That's stern but fair.
It's always the pickle juice at the end that gets me.
Every single
Thinking
time.
that. I was just thinking that.
Every single
I
time.
always
Okay, well,
forget that he does that. And then he goes and
Uh,
oh my god,
he
stop.
lives that pickle life in real life. I mean, like it's his primary concern. When we were at CES, while he was building the Retroid Pocket Flip 2 in his laboratory in the Airbnb, he was just his face was just doused in pickle juice. Like it was uncontrollable. I kept having to do his
It's true.
laundry, and I was washing his pickled shirts day in and day out. like I was his mom or something, and it was a
Gets
problem.
the flavored potato chips and dips it in the pickle juice. And
Yeah, I mean, eventually,
never mind,
like,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
no, it's a fair concern. I thought these things myself, and Zoo prioritizes pickles. He prioritizes CNC machinery, and he prioritizes wake up and grind. That's kind of his whole deal. But as I understand it, he's a little bit sick this week. So Zoo, good luck to you in your illness. I'm very sorry. At least you don't have a handheld illness. You never buy too much of anything. It's honestly admirable.
He also doesn't sell anything.
Doesn't really sell anything.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It's like you never see him get rid of anything.
I've never seen him sell anything. Yeah,
he just kind of gives stuff away. Like he gave away this bundle to like this kid's.
Oh, I saw that. That was awesome. Yeah.
I think he had put a short up on our YouTube channel this week, and it was like this 90 bundle, like Pizza Hut and handhelds and candy, and
it was like a retro bundle thing.
Yeah,
I don't know if I saw that bundle, I'd be all in on that.
Yeah, it comes with a Retroid Pocket 4 too, so I mean, it was perfect.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, here we go. School is a silent auction.
Like, this is just what you would have wanted, like when you were younger.
I want it now. And he also has that,
all of the things.
He has that Taco Bell sticker on his Mio Mini Plus.
That's what I was looking at.
I love that sticker, to be honest. I love that sticker. I love that design pattern. I just want more of it.
It's so 90s.
Yeah.
Just think of Saved by the Bell. That's all I think about.
Freaking fruit roll-ups.
Look at this. What else do you need in that bundle?
Right?
A Pizza Hut. It's got a couple handhelds, Book It, fruit roll-ups, Mountain Dew, some candy.
And an MSI Lego calendar.
Yeah, he just had to like sneak one in.
Incredible.
That's the cherry on top.
Well, so if you're looking for the Helegaly pie, maybe check with us next month. We'll let you know all about the Helegaly pie. Also, e-ink. Remember that whole e-ink craze? Those Kindles, those books you read? I got a Books Palma I've been playing around with, setting up Game Boy emulation on it. Pretty neat. But they're making an on-purpose ink console. So this looks like 2 buttons. It's meant for, I think, interactive fiction, interactive reading, like those choose your own adventure books,
choose your own adventure stuff,
like Zork and these early text adventure games. And so check this out. This is really cool. So it's 800 by 480 e-ink screen, open source. So you got SD card access, or you can buy, I guess, game cards for this and create your own game books, which I'm actually interested in because that's something I used to love to do as a kid with HyperCard on my old Macintosh and World Builder, or just playing in BASIC on a Windows PC.
That actually looks really cool.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's nice to see something a little bit different.
So
right, it's like the Playdate, but e-ink, but books.
Well, I mean, technically it is e-ink too versus the Playdate.
Right. True.
Did they say what was powering this? Because it looks like something that would be built off of like an ESP32.
Well, so here's the specs on this bad boy. We've got a 7.5-inch e-ink, 4 megabytes of storage, 8 megabytes of PS RAM. We have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on this, 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and features 1 SD card slot, single analog joystick, and a headphone jack. That's all we know so far. Is anything else? They'd not give us any processor down there? I guess just not, Dan.
It feels like it would be something that's built off like an ESP32, because that was always really good for those like open source low power devices. And that's well, would you look at that? Andrew's already in chat.
Oh, Andrew's got it. So ESP32 D0WD microprocessor.
See, what was I saying?
You said it, ESP32, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, Rob knows our other favorite handheld that used an ESP32.
Ugh.
What are you talking about? You don't like the Odroid Go?
I have an Odroid Go.
only good briefly for its time. not even so sure about that.
Dude.
Hey, it was such a fun thing.
I keep an Odroid Go Advance by
That
my
one's-
side at all times. Are you kidding me? It's right here. Come on.
Ugh.
This is actually going to be one of the
The
giveaway items today.
advances.
And a K36 even.
Rob,
The Odroid Go anniversary.
And an MSI Claw, of course.
Rob, mine had the biggest SD card in it. It's you won't be able to see it. It's a solid 4 gigabytes. I'll just put pictures up in the Discord, so go there.
Mr. Claw says, Stubbs, do you know that the company that made the Playdate, Panic, is from your neck of the woods? Yes, Panic is here in Portland, Oregon, and they have done a bunch of projects, their latest being the Playdate, and they're a really cool company. I've never actually met them, but I have friends here who know some of them. I should have asked them, like, send me one of those Playdates, but I gotta buy one. I gotta buy one again. I gotta get one again.
Just tell them you'll come pick it up.
No, well, I'm past. I reviewed that thing already on the channel like 3 years ago or something. It's been a while.
Playdate, how's it hold up 3 years later?
There
You
you
have
go.
one.
Gotcha.
In the end, I didn't keep it because I could never find like a good lighted place in my house to enjoy it. You know, like I could use the skylight. It works great in daylight or with a regular light, but it's not one you can just play in bed with the lights off, like I tend to do a lot of the time. But I still love it. So I don't know. It's cute. It's cute. Just like this e-ink console here.
Yeah, I kind of want one of these just to kind of have it.
I do too.
Yeah.
What got me was the choose your own adventure.
Like,
Once you say that, I need that.
I mean, if you go on their website, they're already showing off like examples of physical games as well, and that's just kind of cool.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm actually
like that. That's
shockingly excited for it.
Zork. Look at this. Zork 2, The Hobbit, Don Quixote. Remember all those old games? Return to Atlantis? I mean, come on. I used to love Zork. And what was before that? Like Colossal Cave, like the really, really early ones.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Those were fun. Also up today, we're looking at the Tetris handheld. Look at this. Here's another new one. Dedicated Tetris
I
handheld.
don't know why you're so excited for this one. I don't get it.
It looks cool. Let's not shut it down just yet, sir. It's called Tetris Forever, and it plays the game Tetris Forever. It's by Digital Eclipse. It only plays Tetris. It has a D-pad, 2 face buttons, a start and select button, and it looks much like a Mod Retro Chromatic or like an Analog Pocket style device here. Collector's edition, and I can't imagine it's that much money, right? You can order it. You can pre-order it here tomorrow, the 25th
It's
of February.
yeah, you can get it in the collector's edition, right?
Yep.
$140.
Now, if you go back to the last stubs, if you go back to the last tab, it shows you a picture of what comes in the collector's edition.
Oh, okay.
So
You get-
the collector's edition comes with the handheld. It comes with the actual game. So if you're getting it, you can get it for Switch, PS5, whatever. The game is like $35 on the e-store or whatever.
Right.
You get these, if I don't know what they are, they say they're Tetramino blocks, containers.
Dude, I can get you Lego MSI
You can
blocks
3D
right
print
here.
those, man.
Yeah, but like those
Come on.
ones look cool. And of course you get the usual like stickers, whatever, pins,
Right.
all that stuff. But you get all of that stuff for the $140. My issue is just that it's through limited run games.
Yeah, and they do limited runs, right? So this isn't going to be available forever.
Yeah, and it's not like how they used to do it where limited run was they had a certain number. It's basically an open pre-order.
Yeah, you pre-order and they produce it. Yeah.
As long as you get it during that time, you get one.
Well, how much is the standard edition?
You
Well,
can't
standard
get
edition
the handle
is-
with the standard edition.
Yeah, see,
though.
standard
you
edition
have-
is just the
you
game.
have to buy the collector's
What?
edition.
No.
Yeah,
What?
right?
What the handhelds? You have to buy you have to pay 140 USD to play a handheld that has one game that will only ever. I wonder if we're going to be hacking this thing. People are going to hack this thing.
That's what I want to know.
That's
is-
$140.
So, like I said, you get the $35 game. You get those weird boxes, like
You might as well get the Gold Master Collector's Edition that comes with the floppy disks.
oh, but that's not that.
That's a different game.
Yeah, you have to buy the collector's edition of the Gold Masters.
$279. What is
Yeah,
going on?
That's a different set.
What
that's
is
like
going
the
on?
whole. That's like the
The
whole
most
thing.
expensive Tetris ever.
Yeah, that's all of the.
All the stuff. Yeah.
All of the things. Oh, there he goes. Bye bye.
Oh,
Bye-bye,
is he gonna?
Stubbs.
Is he gonna
I
bring
don't
something?
blame him. I don't blame him.
Is he gonna bring something back with him?
Oh, he's flying out to North Carolina or wherever Limit Runs is based out of.
Right. He's
2 hours later.
and he's still there.
That's I don't know. No.
It's really expensive for what it is.
Right now, kid.
Hey, man, just buy one of those
Doing the podcast
He-
right now.
He's so upset that he's putting his kid at making his kid do the podcast.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, sorry, I had a
That's- I
moment,
quit.
everybody. He couldn't believe it either. I said $140, and he was like, "Are you kidding me?" And all you're getting is just Tetris. You can't even sideload ROMs. Can you believe it?
You get Tetris and
No Aladdin.
Tetris
No
and
Aladdin.
Tetris.
You want Aladdin? That's only going to be on the M19. That's the one right there.
So
Purple one right there.
I
Yeah,
think
that one.
the worst part is just kind of
Yeah.
like
You
how
you
long
take
it's
it if you
going to
want.
be
I'll
until
play with it.
it ships.
Well, also
You take
we
it.
don't see much
Right.
of the handheld too. It's just kind of like this.
He's got his Aladdin now.
It's that singular front-facing image.
Right. So we don't. I mean, it could look like one of those. What is it? The
slushy.
At
the
Games
slurp.
thing. Whatever. What brand makes
Oh.
those? My Arcade or whatever brand.
Yeah,
they
my
make.
arcade, the like
Oh, yeah.
rounded off.
That's
little
what that
hand.
reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
My Arcade device.
But the thing is if it plays Tetris forever, it has to be powerful enough to play Tetris forever.
Forever.
Man, you can play Tetris forever on your Loki.
You can
Mhm.
play Tetris
Or-
forever on
or
anything.
any
On your
other
chicken nugget.
device or chicken nugget. But for those of you who are really, really into Tetris and you have a PS5 or a Switch and you want those games and you want to have a limited edition swag, well, there you go. You can definitely have it. And it's probably really cool, honestly. And I really hope like the ergonomics and everything just comes together well. It better be damn near perfect for that price. That's all I'm saying.
It will be.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not buying it. I'm just, if you didn't guess. But how
Wait,
much
you're-
can you buy it used? Let's
It's going to go
on eBay.
up in price. It's going to go
Oh,
up in
no.
price afterwards.
No,
Because
yeah,
you
I'm out.
always
I'm out.
have the people who are trying to scalp on these items. So
Yeah,
they get the
But no one
collector's-
buys them. It just sits there forever on the internet.
come on.
That's because it's open pre-orders now, and almost everyone who wants it gets it.
Let's talk about that Rocknix team. They
Oh,
had an awesome
Yes.
breakthrough where now they're releasing Rocknix on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset. So we're looking at now having Rocknix, which means we get like Xbox emulation, okay, which is awesome on our Odin 2 devices, Odin 2 Portal, Odin 2 Mini, Odin 2 Pro, and other 8 Gen 2, I imagine, but that's really their focus right now. And this is just bonkers. I just heard about this and I was like, well, we got to talk about this. So they're already supporting like the Retro Pocket 5, but now adding the Odins to the mix is just really cool. Reclaimer here saying our build should support all three of the devices. Either will be a way to auto detect the device or a grub menu where you select which device you have. So this is freaking fantastic. Rob, I got to get your hot take on this.
Oh, I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait to try this out. I think just what it opens up in terms of just emulation capabilities on a device like the Odin 2, that's
Mhm.
very exciting.
Yeah. This
is what I was waiting for. I was hoping for this because when we got Rocknix on the RP5, all I was thinking about in the back of my head was just how amazing would this be on the Odin.
Right. And I was thinking the Portal's going to be great, but I'm thinking like, how do we get Ban to sell me his white Odin 2 Mini?
Well, if Rocknix comes to it, you're not going to buy it.
Well,
Oh, poor Stubbs.
I already have an Odin 2 portal. That's the one I kind of settled on. And I actually got the grip for it. It just showed up. And I don't like the grip as much as I thought I would. I thought I'm like, okay, this will fix all the ergo stuff. And I'm not 100% stoked on the grip. I think I might play without it, believe it or not.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Adds a little bit of bulk and it doesn't quite shape right in the right spots for me. I was excited for that. Yeah, I know. So
That's a shame.
I might take another look at that Odin 2 Mini, but it's a wild, crazy year this year. I don't know how many Odins we're going to be seeing. So we might be going over some of the current available devices a bit more.
So that's the one thing I do like about, like the Odin lineup and just stuff that the Retroid does. It's just that at least the devices have some time in between. You can actually build a community around it. You can really demonstrate what it can do, full capabilities. People are always pushing it and doing different things with it. It's a very different type of experience from like what you get with the Anbernic stuff, which is that's why it's funny. I'm going through my own collection and I'm like, I have far more attachments to my Retroids and my Odin devices than I do a lot of the Anbernic stuff because I've actually spent a lot of time with them.
Right. Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at my library lately too. Like, I got to start curating again. It's a mess. I had such a nice curated library, then I've added more games, and now it's just all. And then I added all your games. Like you gave me your library at CES, and we traded. And I got some of Russ's games. We all kind of traded. And speaking of downloading games and ROMs, Anbernic. Yeah, we'll lightly. I know. So this was a very controversial topic. We did a news article on this week where we said latest Anbernic update contains controversial piracy app. People are outraged at us for multiple reasons for even covering this. One, they don't want us to name the app, and the anti-pirates don't want us to name the app, so people go out and get the app, and then it brings negative attention, and makes the hobby worse for everybody. And then the other people are mad that we're mentioning it because they don't want anyone to know about it so that they can get it on their Anbernic devices so they can get all the free games, and they don't want to get shut down from the attention. So no matter which way you swing it, us reporting on this was not anything but really, I guess, engagement farming, they call that. But I felt like we should definitely report on the news. It's newsworthy, and this is something that showed up, and I'm curious about it. So we're not going to even say the name other than like Anbernic, has an app for like 35XX line of devices on the SP. You can go in, download the games you want.
I'm assuming this was only available in China, right? It's just like
in the image there's some Hyperplay. Yeah, this is from China. They're not aiming this at the American market.
No, of course. But yeah.
I know people are kind of stoked to like go get this installed. So I don't think Nintendo's going to touch it. I don't think anyone's going to touch it. I don't think if they want to distribute this in China, what control does anybody have over that? I don't know. But it's just something interesting. So, looks like it gets you the box art and all that.
As long as it stays there, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a reskinned Happy Chick app. We've seen this on these handhelds for years and years and years.
Mm-hmm. They kind of went away, and now it's coming back, I guess.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's a good thing is up for debate.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll leave it up to you. I'm not going to offer too much further commentary on that, other than like, we've all seen this app. It just has a new skin on it, and it's been there for years, and it has caused a little bit of a stir this week. So, all right. Very good. Lastly, I have Sudachi Dev is making RPCS3 Droid, which is RPCS3 on Android and also is restarting Strato. Really cool, exciting news.
That's very cool.
Right? So PS3 emulation. Rob, this is like your bread and butter, man, right?
Yes, I'm so excited about this. I think this is like the next frontier for Android emulation, PS3. I think that's like the next goalpost where we need to achieve.
Yep. Yes, please. You think we're going to see it working well on like RP5? And
I mean, it was impressive what was going on with RP5 using Rocknix and RPCS3. I mean, sure, it was very light games, but
sure,
the fact that it even worked is just kind of mind-blowing.
And then seeing it here on Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, maybe if you have an AYANEO with that Snapdragon 8, Snapdragon. Oh my gosh, I can't. My brain, man, it's been too long.
And later keeps cooking, so like there's a lot of exciting things happening in the Android space for sure.
AYANEO Evo, what was on that? It was the other one,
G3X, G3X Gen 2.
That's what it's called. That's right.
There you go. Andrew got it in chat too.
Thank you, sir. G3X
What a
Gen
chip name. I hate that name so much.
When you're doing like this hobby and you're doing videos and content,
Too
there's so much data to hold in your brain.
It all just blurs together.
Yeah, so many numbers.
You're like the thing and the thing and the thing.
The thing that plays the video games.
Uh-huh.
It's the game.
But the better thing in the better one.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the
the
new
better
one.
one. Yeah.
And Green Protagonist, absolutely. Win Later is the true end game. Yes, please. Let's get Win Later working. And the new Pluvia update's awesome. I actually got some more games working now on Pluvia. So I'm stoked on that. All right. So you all wanted to see it. Here we go. This is Zoo's Game of the Month update for February. I don't know. I haven't watched this. I don't know what's about to happen. So you've been warned. Zoo, over to you.
Oh, hi, it's me, your old buddy Zoo. Shh, I'm doing this in the car on my lunch break because I forgot to make the video last night because I was tired. Don't tell Stubbs. Do you like my new dad coat? I got it for $19. It's on sale at Macy's. Now, this month was Female February, which meant that the main protagonist had to be a lady. Now, I think Samus must have been asleep at the Switch because we somehow managed to get 3 games that weren't super mainline. Now, some people say Castlevania's mainline, and yeah, but this is a weird DS game from the Castlevania series. What? This guy's driving behind me. First up is Threads of Fate. Now, this game has 2 protagonists, a lady and a guy, and if you pick the guy, you're going to get in trouble. People are going to call you a misogynist because it's Female February. So you were supposed to pick Mint. She's the girl, and she has rings, and she fights with the rings, and she can also cast magic. And that's about it. What's kind of unique about this game is that there's no XP, so there's no grinding. You gain HP and MP by getting hurt or using your magic power with spells. That sounds pretty cool in practice, but you really end up just kind of Rocky Balboa-ing your way through the game. So yeah, Mint is just kind of bashing her head against bad guys and getting stronger. And Mint, I don't know, she's like a very specific anime trope where she's a bad guy. She's a bad guy girl. She's a bad girl. And she still has kind of a heart of gold, but she wants to like laugh maniacally, like ha 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 ha. I don't know, there's probably a specific name for this trope. Weebs in the live chat, come to my aid. Tell me what it is. I don't know, overall, I think Threads of Fate, to me at least, was kind of a mid-90s ARPG. It was okay. It wasn't great. I kind of forgot about the game as soon as I finished with it. It didn't have any big story or plotline reveals where I was like, oh my gosh, it was just okay. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Next up is Order of Ecclesia. It's a Castlevania DS game, but you don't have to actually use the stylus, so that bumps it up a couple points in my book. In this game, you're playing as a lady named Shinoa, and she can absorb the powers of her enemies. They call them glyphs. And that's pretty bog standard for this era of Castlevania, but you can use some of them to zoom around the map. Like, there's a magnet glyph you take in your back, and you can kind of zip around between nodes like Spider-Man. And you can combine some of your glyphs. So you have a sword one over here, and an axe one over here, and your super combo attack is some sort of sword axe. It's kind of cool. It's not revolutionary, it's kind of cool. Even though this is a Castlevania game without your normal characters like the Belmonts, it's still a pretty generic plot. Like, you're the chosen one, and you get ambushed by your brother or lover or whatever. I don't know what the vibe is between you and this other guy. But he tries to protect you maybe, or he's jealous? I don't know. He steals your chosen one powers, and you have to spend the rest of the game getting those powers back because you don't have them anymore. And oh, by the way, you also have amnesia or something, or no emotions. It's weird. It's generic. It's not a highlight of the game. This game, however, is extremely difficult. Like some of these boss battles, whoo. Now, the game has XP, so you can kind of grind, but you start to see diminishing returns real quick. Some of these bosses, you just have to get good. You have to memorize 3 or 4 different pattern sequences, or else you die. It's kind of a pain in the butt. The one boss everyone complained about was this crab, and you had to like attack him from a certain spot, and then you had to turn to your magnet glyph and zip up to the next layer of the tower, and then repeat that like 5 times. It's annoying. It wasn't very fun. The game itself was pretty good. It just was pretty hard. I don't know. I give it 7 out of 10, I guess. Up next is Magic Knight Ray Earth. Now, this is a Saturn game, but it wasn't like weird experimental 3D. It was pixel art, so it's aged pretty well. What hasn't aged as well is the Working Designs translation. It's not great. A lot of people were complaining. It doesn't bother me that much. It is what it is. It's part of an era. It's a weird girl anime from the 90s that you let some absolute lunatics translate, and you're gonna have some weird dialogue choices. I didn't get too hung up on it. You have 3 Sailor Moon type gals, and you have to either fight or befriend pretty much every Japanese anime trope known to man. And then at the end of it, you fight the ultimate evil and you win. You save the world, right? It's playing an anime. That's pretty cool. The game itself isn't very hard. The bosses don't require a ton of pattern memorization. The platforming isn't awful. It's just cozy, right? At some point, your Sailor Moon girls get real bulked up, and the one girl with glasses, Fu, she has like a heat-seeking arrow. It just trivializes the end game. And then your Sailor Moon girls eventually turn into Voltron. You get these giant mechs you get into, and then at the end of the game, it turns to like 2 like vertical shmup battles, which is kind of neat, kind of cool. I enjoyed it. I don't know, overall, I really enjoyed the game. It was cozy. Like I said, it's like the sort of weird anime you might stumble into at 7 o'clock in the morning before your regular Saturday morning cartoons start. That's how I encountered the very first Dragon Ball, by the way. It was just on. I don't know, this game, I guess I'll give it, what did I give the last one? I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I hope you guys are having a good podcast. I hope everything's going okay. I hope Stubbs hasn't said any slurs. It's always a gamble when he does a live show after a recorded one, because in his head, he says, oh, Sony will edit it out. I can be a little loose, but this one's live. So, I don't know. Maybe this isn't even airing because they had to scrap the entire thing. Who knows? But what I do know is that I'll see you later. Goodbye.
So, jeez, doing here. All right. Thank you, Zoo, for your reporting on Game of the Month. I know that we're live. I make no mistakes ever. Yet to make one in my lifetime. So I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Matt. Mr. Davis. That's right. I've offended 3 countries at least in 2 races. I know last episode I was like, yay, we're winning at the hockey games. And that was just, I'm sorry, Kim. On behalf of Canada. Okay. Now, thank you, Zoo. What are we doing right now? All right. We actually got a couple other things to do here. That's right. Unboxing.
No way.
Yeah, let's do it real quick. Let's just take a quick look.
Yay, unboxing.
Should we do it? Let's unbox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Arrange my aperturances here. Let's do a little gnome today. Look at that. Look at him.
Ooh,
Friendly.
gnomes.
Get the plant. Lucky True Gaming. Okay, so what should we do first? Let's do the keyboard first.
Which
Then we'll do
one?
Let's just real quick. Let's look at the Keychron K7 Max and let's listen to those keys. Are they satisfying? Are they not? And this one, if I remember correctly, has the bananas. Because you guys kept talking about how great the bananas are or something.
The K7 Max is a low profile keyboard, and I don't know
Right.
if this is the one that has the bananas involved.
I don't remember.
It might be the other one that you have.
Well, one of them is a banana keyboard.
Let me. I'm pulling up their page to see if it has like bananas on it.
Look at this thing. It's small, dude.
I
Look at
just see red and brown switches on the K7 Max page.
All right, let's see. I don't know if you can hear the keys, but let's get here. Yeah, it's definitely linear.
So that's probably the low profile reds.
Yes, feels that way. Can you actually pull this?
Are you peeking through the side?
Yes. So, all right. Windows, Android, Mac, iOS. We got G, cable mode or Bluetooth. So 2.4 Bluetooth or cable mode. This is nice, thin, lightweight. Nice big cable. You got some, ooh, look at this fun little replacement. Here's the enter key. And looks like I can take the key off.
Yep. Usually they include extra keycaps so that you can switch them over to the Mac version or switch them over to Windows, depending on what comes on it.
How do you do
That's
this?
cool.
We're actually
the long way.
long way. Okay. That and then kind of pull.
Yep.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, you got the browns. So
These are browns. These are
they're
browns.
tactile. The low profile Gateron hat. They're pretty small tactile bumps, honestly.
I like the orange better.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. That pops. Okay, sweet. So this is available in the description. Their whole range of products, they're on Amazon as well as on their website. And there's your little dongle there, Ban.
Yep, because the Max version actually comes with both Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz.
That's right.
We also have a standard K Pro that's just Bluetooth 5.1, and then a standard K version that loses out on things like PBT keycaps, QMK support, acoustic foam inside, just the general works.
I have absolutely no idea what Ben just said.
Thank you for saying that, Rob. Because I was like, "What are these words?"
sorry.
I am not
Okay.
a keyboard guy at all.
Ban is our
What
local
did he just
keyboard expert.
say?
So the K Max has all of the bells and whistles. The K Pro loses the 2.4, so that, the dongle.
But you're getting better Bluetooth, right? Oh, you actually go down to the Pro.
Well, no, they all have Bluetooth 5.1.
Okay.
But the K Max has the dongle. The K Pro does not have the dongle. And then the K doesn't have the dongle, but also has different keycaps, like material-wise.
This is comfortable to use, though.
Yeah.
And good spacing between the keys. So this is the case. This one is the K7 Max.
So the K7? Yeah, the K7.
And the K7 Max, I believe, is over 100, if I recall. But you don't need the Max. You could go for the Pro, or you could just go for the standard too.
So on their website, there's 3 different versions. If you get the one that's just a white backlight, it's $94. If you get the one with an RGB backlight, it's $104. And if you get one that's RGB and you can actually change out the switches that are in it, that's $114.
Aha. Okay. All right. So there's the K7 Max. Oh, it's $94 for the. Just depends on what configuration. Varies a little bit. All right. Cool. Well, the other one I was looking at here is this K15 Max, and they have it right there, which is 104. But again, it varies depending on what configuration you want. So this is a 75%, and this other one was a
65%.
Yeah, so this is a 65%, meaning you're not getting the function row keys, you're not getting the number pad. And we're stepping up a little bit to get the function row here at the 75%. This is called an Alice design. Supposedly it's more ergonomic, and I definitely am always looking for ways to have a little more ergonomics in my life. I love using my 8BitDo keyboard, which again, this one has been fun, but anytime I can add a little bit more healthy typing to my life is appreciated. So let's see if this one kind of accomplishes that, or if it's a swing and a miss.
Hey, you know what? If it's a miss, I can always use more keyboards.
I know you will collect them, right? I just need a couple of functional keyboards around. That's all I need.
I need more than a couple.
You need ones that you can enjoy on the shelf. These ones are the brown tactiles as well, it looks like.
Okay.
Low profile.
Because I don't believe any of their low profile ones have the banana switches.
Okay, there it is. The other one we were talking about, I think the K6 Max. I'm not sure. It's their full size with the number pad and everything. I think that has bananas, but they're not sending that till later.
It'd probably be the Q6 Max.
That's what it is. Q6 Max. Yes. Thank you.
Their Q line is they're really high end. It's fully aluminum. It has everything style board.
Once again, we get some replacement keys here. You get all the things you need. You have your dongle and your adapter. Nice, comfortable cable. I always appreciate a good cable. You know that. This one, not only did the ergonomics interest me, and these were sent over, of course, for review. But this one is another low profile option, which I thought was interesting. The thing that I really loved about it, besides the ergonomics, though, was this option of having this knob, this switch, which is on a lot of their keyboards. And I'm interested, ever since Baldly Rudy showed this to me, this feature. And I'm wondering if you can program this in your video editor, like DaVinci Resolve, and have it scrub your timeline. So you don't need to use, this big old, where is it? This. I use this for DaVinci Resolve, and our producer Sony uses it to edit our videos as well. But you have the scrubbing wheel. But this, I don't need all these extra buttons. I just like to have the scrubbing wheel. So it's, instead of a mouse, you can quickly get around. So I wonder if this could be programmed to do that same functionality. Okay, let's type on this thing. Same sound, same browns as the last one. So you got a complete brownout situation.
It's unfortunate.
Oh, that's strange. That is odd.
Hey, Rob.
You have to
Yeah, it's.
What?
What are you doing?
Hey, Rob. I got a question for you.
Oh yeah.
Do you think Stubbs has noticed that there's 2 B keys?
It's because you're my BB.
What about the
BB?
2 B keys, 2 space bars? Like
double mint fun. Double the. See, I'll just say this. This is not for me. I'm sorry, but this, as far as this style of keyboard, I don't know if maybe I just got to get used to it. Give me a few days with this. I'm not used to.
I don't think you need to twist your hand as much as you're
trying
to.
Is the point to just stay straight and then kind of just turn to the side?
I don't know.
This is difficult.
Why do you type so weird?
That's a good question.
How I type.
That is a very strange looking keyboard. It looks
This
like
is
when
not
somebody was
natural.
putting the keys together, they sneezed and then they were glued down.
I really wish she got the one that's split.
Oh, Stubbs. I'll just type my name, Stubb, and I can use 2 B's for Stubbs too. Look at this. So STUB.
So you can do double B at the same time.
There you go.
You can do B's twice as fast on this keyboard. BBS. But the quality I can feel is very high quality, and this baseboard they're using is like this metal aluminium situation here. And you have kickstand.
Yes.
That's right, Rob. And I love a good kickstand. And I like this switch.
I love that aluminium.
At a minimum, I will use it to use this knob. And also it has keys on it, a little bit irregular. But it'll take me a minute to get used to this ergonomic style, because that is wild, man. That is what in the world. But I'm sure there's maybe a little tutorial I can watch on how to be efficient and productive when typing on said Alice layout keyboard. The sound is satisfying and the keys are satisfying, but for my needs, I probably will be using the smaller 65% K7 Max.
Yeah,
and
that was a 65% keyboard as well.
I like it. It's simple.
I like
it's
the
clean.
compact. Yep.
Right?
Oh, I'm usually
Okay.
a 75% or a TKL kind of guy.
Okay. So you lost me already.
I don't know what you just said.
Rob, Stubbs already told you what the 75 was. It has the F.
No, the 75 part I understood. That you started mumbling letters and it just I don't know.
TKL is 10 keyless. Robert.
Okay. I trust you, Ben.
Game Tech Talk says it's a massive game changer. I got to get context in the conversation.
See, this reminds me of me trying to switch to that Kensington trackball that has the giant ball in the middle. I couldn't do it. I tried for a few weeks and I just went right back to my Logitech.
Hey, I'm trying to change to a trackball that uses your hand, like your fingers instead of your thumbs. It's not good.
I like it. I much prefer a trackball with thumbs, so I think it's kind of like the same thing here.
Do you know what I think I prefer?
The RX6.
RX.
The RX6H.
I want
almost
to understand
that. See
where the letters, the numbers, what do they mean?
No,
Tell me
Rob.
what they mean.
No, don't ask. Listen. You don't want to know the answers to these questions. You know what the answer is. It's Cheeto Steve. He's there in this factories, and he's just and working in cahoots with Kim's Steve the Stormtrooper, and they're pumping out handhelds. You don't have time to name these things. What's the name that hasn't been used yet? We asked
This
Patrick
one.
this question. What's the name that hasn't been used yet? We just added some letters. There you go. RX6H by Game Console. Beloved
Game.console.
Oh, maybe it's a copycat. It's Game.console.
That's
Pretty bad if there's a copycat of Game Console.
That's their website, game.console.
Oh, wait, really?
I don't know.
They have a website?
Don't try that.
I was going to say,
go
don't
there.
try that.
Don't
Don't
go
try
there.
that at home.
Don't Google that.
Don't even do that. So this does
Don't
have
plug it into your phone.
an RK3326, 1 gigabyte of RAM, 3.5-inch
joy.
IPS screen, 2.4. Does have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, it looks like, and does have a 3,000 milliamp hour battery. Other than that, it's your purple plastic on this option. There is one that comes in white, and I believe there's a black unit as well. But I just went with the classic purple. And let's take a look at this thing.
This looks awful.
Or now, Rob, give me a minute. Can I just take a minute to review this thing? Well, first satisfying. There you go. See, don't you feel better? Do you feel that? Do you feel that, Rob? Okay. This is actually fairly comfortable in hands. It's very small, but it does have this little bump out on the back, which adds a little bit of ergonomics. There's the Game Console, Game capital G lowercase c console. It looks like what we have here is 2 backfiring speakers, or just a little bit of ventilation.
Oh yeah, for that 3326,
I'm looking for where the speaker holes are, but I'm not. And it's got to be these. Interesting.
That's cursed. If that's the speakers, that's
Were
cursed.
they on the front? Down at the bottom?
You're right. Oh,
No.
I think they might be. No.
So it does, in fact, light
I
up.
think it's
though.
back
I was-
here.
I've been
Yeah. So
wondering about
look at that. It does light up.
This is-
That
We
is
have-
the weirdest spot
I
for
can't.
RGB lights.
It looks like we actually have an improvement a bit on their face buttons from the
I
R36S.
can't.
Rob, just calm down now. Yeah, we have they're very shallow though, and they're mushy rubber membrane. The face button, you have this floating D-pad, which feels, if I had to say, it's similar feeling to the A1 Unicorn.
So
A little bit of
RetroFunTech
floppy.
confirmed those are the speakers.
The back, so these are the speakers on the
Those
back.
are the speakers. Yes,
Really?
Goodness gracious.
Oh no, RetroSpec.
that is cursed.
Check out Retro.
That is
Oh, no.
beyond
We-
cursed.
You have a video out on it, so check out RetroSpec's channel for a video as well. I might send this to Ban to cover. You guys really think this is a curse? And how much is this? I bought this for $38. I want to say. I think, is that right? We have a picture we can pull up. There we go.
That's $38. See, this is what I'm saying. That G350. I mean, right there, like just as a comparison point.
Yeah. So the G350 actually was $36 or $37. This is showing for $48, which is an unfortunate price point for a 3326 at this point. You have to kind of get everything right on it. And here we have some stuff that's just a little bit not quite there for us. For me, 3326 really is not serviced well by having a joystick up top. I think that's unfortunate. They should have really had this D-pad up top. But the a little more light on this thing. Oh, so you can see it. There we go. But I do like the nice matte smooth plastic. That looks nice. And the RGB lights in the sides, that's fine. But I've been hearing complaints on this thing already, reading around, that you get some missed inputs, and that's kind of a no-go and really should not be acceptable at all these days, especially if you're charging $48 USD for this sort of thing. And yeah, RetroSpect, got to talk to RetroSpect about coming on the show as well, and Too Loud Tech. Don't worry, we're going to get everybody on the show this year. That's why we're doing more episodes.
That screen looks just like really small for the body it's on.
It is a smaller, well, I think it's a 3.5 inch, 4x3, 640 by 480. And my camera is here. I'll see if I can show it to you. It's not too bad. I would say it's a medium quality IPS. not even as good as I'd say the G350, which is unfortunate because I figured they used the R36S screen in here, but it might not be. Quiet shoulder buttons, though. I like L1 and R1, nice and quiet, and clickety-clackety L2 and R2, but not too loud. But it is fairly comfortable, and I wouldn't say this is absolute e-waste, but I think that it's a little overpriced for what it is. And that's kind of what I feel, especially if you're seeing missed inputs. So far, we're playing a shmup to celebrate Kim today. And Kim's 5,000 subscribers. That's right. She crossed the 5K. Everybody, congrats to Kim. At RetroFunTech, like, comment, subscribe at RetroFunTech, all one word.
Subscribe it.
Scribble.
5K is really just a magic number in the scene. It's like you hit the 1K, then you want to hit the 5K, then the 10K, then you're celebrating 20K, then you're doing 50K. Now we're talking one day.
One day.
One day this year, maybe we'll talk 100K. And then we'll be behind you at some point at 100K too.
One day.
One day.
Soon
I don't think
TM.
I like that.
Did I win? I think I won. Okay. So you know what this can do. 3326 plays up to some N64, some PSP, some Dreamcast, a little Nintendo DS. Really the highlight is going to be PS1 and arcade. Yep.
Stubbs, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you look at those shoulder buttons for a second? Why do they look like
They're
like
they're a little not the same, right? Like it's not flush.
well, are they are angled?
Yeah,
Like-
they
A little bit.
like the whole time Stubbs is holding it, I just see the trigger just like poking upwards. That's all it's
They're like-
I can't unsee that thing.
Yeah.
They're like ears.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys, it's a face.
But it does have, you have to realize it does. It's like a cat face a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you have to give a little bit of credit where credit's due, because it does have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, so you can definitely get on here, get all your box art scraped. You can connect it to your favorite Keychron Bluetooth keyboard, and then you're good to go. You're in the money, as they say. But I wouldn't say this is a game changer in any way, shape, or form at all.
Thanks, Lap. It's the Discord face.
Let's give away some stuff.
Oh yeah,
So
we had stuff.
I'm waiting on Rob to send over his bounty of swag, but he's sending over some miniature Lucky plushies. They're like this, but a little bit smaller. And so there's 3 winners, and you're all going to get a little plushie. You're going to get my son reconstructed this MSI Lego calendar.
I mean, that's what my calendars look like at work.
It's basically like nobody knows what's going on in March, but we'll get there. So you'll be getting one of these bad boys, as well as Michaela sent over a bunch of these Monster Hunter pouches, and these are fun. My son loves playing with this. He just has it has a little thing that hangs around your neck there, or you can carry it around, and you can put your handhelds or snacks or maybe a drink in there. So a little bit of swag. That's not all. You'll also be getting, that's right, that iVoler portable storage case. So everyone's getting those things. Now, what makes the 3 winners unique is that I'm going to include extra handheld. I think that'd be fun. So 3rd place, we're going to be including I reviewed this on the channel recently, not too long ago, the Kinhank K36. It has Rob's favorite feature, the badonk, on there, and it actually has been touched by Rob's hands.
Yes, that was actually my personal unit.
Rob, you should have signed this for me. That would have been fun.
Well, I mean, I sort of donated it to ban, or I don't know what happened with it, but yeah.
And then
I had to have it back.
Yeah.
I said I need that for the giveaway.
It's been through many
Stubbs?
hands.
Yes,
You didn't. I donated that to you. You didn't know it was in the box.
is that? Oh, I'm thinking of the my don't take my memory for anything. Maybe I'll include a second handheld with this. In fact,
Hey, look, they almost
have a
match.
matching pair.
Matching
but anyways,
The matching purples.
yeah. So K36. I actually liked this a little more than I should have. I actually made a pretty in-depth review for it. So check that out. Second place, I'd like to introduce you to the all whiteout custom version of the RG28XX. This has MINUI on it. And this will be fun. And then one person, I just got this from MSI. This is not, you don't be fooled now. This is not an MSI 8. I was like, wait, what? It says inside it's a Claw 7. And they put the Claw 7, which, by the way, do you know that the Claw 8 box folds into a handheld stand?
Yeah, I noticed a lot of brands are doing that now.
Right?
Packaging becomes a stand.
I haven't built that yet. So you get this bonus handheld stand for the Claw in here. But this is your classic Claw 7. And I'm going to turn this on, make sure everything is good to go for you. And all the buttons, everything feels great. And so we're going to do a roll for that. So let's see who gets what now. And if you're not interested in these handhelds, I have a couple others that you could pick from on for second and third place. Let's get the music, silly music.
Bum, 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 bum,
Comment randomizer. Comment winner.
There it is. I couldn't remember what that.
One of these days, I'm gonna get in an elevator. This is gonna start playing.
I can.
My dreams, man. It plays in my dreams. Okay, I'll pull up the video. Which video was this? This was from the 50K giveaway celebration. Okay. Fetch. Fetch it.
I really enjoy this music. I'm just like,
It's like Elevator and The Sims.
Do you have an ad blocker on or anything like that?
Yeah.
Dang it, Stubbs.
Page. Well,
Oh.
I might not have put in the hole. You are. Hold on. Laugh at my follies.
I will.
Thank you.
Or you can just keep dancing.
I'm just enjoying
That's what
myself.
I'm just enjoying the music.
Oh, okay. There we go. Hey, okay. So let's make sure we do this right. Anything goes. Yep.
I hope it's my comment.
Make sure to exclude ban.
Make sure to exclude Stubbs.
We're not going to include replies and allow duplicates. Let's see. I remember. What does that mean? Down a little bit.
Stubbs Googling this on the second tab.
I think we don't want. Hold on. That RX6H is on the floor now for some reason, and it's playing random music at me. I don't know what.
It's yelling. It's yelling at you, Stubbs.
Oh, we're doing
You don't want duplicate entries. That's what Too Loud says, and that makes sense.
Yeah, we don't want duplicate. That's right. We don't want duplicate entries. So it's like if I roll once, it's going to roll the same person twice. That's what that means.
Are you
we're
sure?
Shut down. Yes.
Well, I think it means person commented more than once.
Okay, so 89 comments, and of course, if an RH staff member gets pulled up here, they're disqualified. I did enter an entry for one person who couldn't enter it by themselves. So if that message comes up, then we'll count it. But let's go here. So we're going to go third place, second place, first place. And here we go. Third place is going to be at Pixel8526. Thanks for the giveaway. Congrats on 50K Discord members. Thank you, Pixel852. I'm going to write your name down. I will contact you on Discord. I'm assuming that must be your Discord name you wrote there. And here's the other stipulation.
They're in chat.
Hey,
Oh, Pixel. Awesome. Awesome. Pixel, let me know I'll contact
Nice.
you. I'll give you a few handhelds to pick from, and you pick what you like. Congratulations, yeah, as well as some sweet swag, and maybe I don't know, maybe I include something else. Okay, and then for shipping, if you live outside the United States, we can afford to pay for shipping within the US up to $15. If it's above that, we'll come to you and say, hey, can you help us cover the rest of it? If you live outside the US, we will pay the first $15. After that, we're going to ask your help to get it to you, because we're not a big corporation or anything. Okay, so at Pixel8526, that's you. Let's go. Second place, we have at Frank Davey 1614. Y'all rocked it as usual, bro. Chef DiGiorno. It's a great Discord name.
That YouTube commenter is a familiar face to me.
Frank?
Yeah.
He's just being frank with you.
He's being frank with you.
Frank hangs out on my channel too. I've seen him comment before.
Well, Frank, then I'm glad you won, man. Let me know. I'll contact you on Discord, and that's awesome, man. Congrats. Hey, Frank. Hey, Pixel.
Frank.
Hey. And here we go. Big money.
Big bucks,
Claw.
no
And the
whammies.
speakers, the Claw 155H with that was it Meteor Lake? Anyways, it doesn't matter. It has those
Yes.
speakers. They're so good. And there's so many good accessories, and it's all awesome.
Whoever
Can't
wins
believe
this
it.
has to post a picture of them doing the Stubbs boombox thing.
Yeah, you got to do the
Really enjoying it. Yep.
the boombox with it.
Hell, just
Yeah,
holding it.
Man, look at that! Look
Just
at that
hold.
I might even include
jacket
Ted's
thing you got on.
thing.
Don't include that.
No, I
Ted-
can't.
Ted's
All right,
too-
enough hullabaloo, band. We must draw for the winner. And first place, we have the Skulls playlist.
Oh.
You get an MSI Claw, sir. Skulls
That's another
playlist.
familiar face.
Says,
Mhm.
keep up the work, all you guys do. Stubbs and the crew at RH. No, you enjoy your Claw and swag. I'll hit you up unless you hit me up first. Let's do this.
I was gonna say another familiar face. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm sure I was next in line.
You want to see who was going to be next, band? To see if it was you.
Not,
more.
not ban.
I always
was-
got,
The username is actually not
I
banned.
always got to roll one extra in case somebody doesn't
Yeah,
respond.
man.
It was going to go to Brandon Goad,
Why, Stubbs?
Bandon Go Eddie 5907.
Why was the first inclination Brandong?
He's named after Brandon's dongle tower. DS9 for life. He likes DS9. See, there are
Jeez.
dozens out there. Throwing the known. So Brandon, you're our backup winner there. If anybody falls through here,
Don't
Uh,
worry. I didn't comment until about 2 minutes ago, so we're all good.
and the Skulls is, yeah, first. Sweet. Okay, Ban. Let's see if you were gonna be the next though. No, Billy Bronner. But we're in the B's. Bands, beards, rocks. So it is band related.
That's
Left eye.
close enough.
All right.
Close enough. There.
Close enough. You got 5th place. Congrats.
I'll
Good
take
job,
it.
man.
It's
I'll
best
get-
I've ever
I'll,
done.
I'll mail you a participation trophy with your box I got here.
Brilliant.
A
Holy
gold
crap.
star right on your
I
shirt.
got you. I'll print one out for you.
We're on the live show and we are way over an hour.
He was
Yeah,
close.
Billy,
Oh,
Billy,
hey.
you were so close, man. You were so
Well,
close.
well-
But guess what? If 2 people don't answer, I'm contacting you. So you
The
never
cool thing
know.
is everyone was in chat. That I will
is-
say that everyone was in chat, so that was pretty cool.
Well,
Was Skull playlist in chat?
Yes.
yeah, they were in chat.
I wasn't watching the chat while I was doing that stuff.
Yeah, I mean these are all
Oh, I'm
familiar.
looking back now.
Was
That's
Frank
awesome.
in chat?
Oh no, Frank was not in chat.
No.
Hey,
So, I mean-
Skulls.
You might get it through Frank.
Never know. Never know.
Just being frank, you know.
Congrats. That's awesome, man. That's the biggest giveaway we've ever done for. Well, I think we did a Steam Deck. We teamed up and bought a Steam Deck years back. It was like a 64 gig, but this is, I think, the biggest straight up prize.
That's pretty cool though. Shout out to MSI for actually pulling through and doing that for us.
Dude, I'm telling you, MSI is cooking. They're doing good stuff. Okay. Yes, make it easy. Are all the winners in the U.S.? Because that makes my life easy for sure. I don't mind if you're not, of course, but we'll just have to coordinate shipping. Get creative. We'll figure it out.
He actually does mind if you're not in the U.S. You know, like he's just gonna cry about it later.
No, I know how to use Pirate Shipped and I input all the custom stuff. I got all that down now. It's just little extra stuff. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get out of here, everybody. This has been a great use of at least my Monday evening. I hope it's been the same for you. And if you're watching in replay, I hope it's an excellent experience. And if you're listening at home a little bit later on, I just hope you're having sweet dreams and just dreaming about glizzies or whatever it is that makes you happy.
No.
Steve, the Stormtrooper, maybe you're subscribing in your sleep to @RetroFunTech, our guest today. Kim, join us back for a dedicated episode soon where we can grill you on your life that is not in Canada, but close to it.
Close to it, yes. Yes, I will definitely come back. And Steve wants you to subscribe, please.
Steve
He even came over here on my desk to tell you.
Oh, hello, Steve.
Yeah.
At RetroFunTech. And stay tuned for Kim's upcoming secret collaboration series. There's going to be some drops soon. So,
Yes.
yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but that was a lot of fun.
I don't wonder what Kim's cooking.
It only took me like 3 weeks to deliver that to you. It was fine.
Okay. It's okay. It's not
Is it really okay?
I got the snipples. Okay. I have 2 other excuses ready, but we got there. Yeah. Where's our outro music? There we go. Okay.
There it is.
Hey.
There we go.
Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. And a special thanks to our channel members, patrons, and subs who make everything here possible for us. Perks with RH start for as little as $3 per month. Join us in our Discord to chat and play games, and join us on the podcast next week. We're going to be talking more news, more fun. We will have an offline guest as well coming up, but I don't think this week. Don't hold me to that. You never know. In the meantime, though, we'll be having other videos come up. Check out at Retro Tech Dad, so Rob's videos, and Ban Unboxed on our channel, and of course at RetroFunTech. Until the next time, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Kim, Rob, and Ban saying, take care of those handhelds and each other.
Right.
I want that play date. Ban, I want that Odin 2 Mini.